friends. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to TJ Smarts and Further Maths Adventures. In today's presentation, we continue with our concept of bearings and distance. In today's presentation, we are looking at two types of bearing. We have the compass bearing, true bearing, or three-digit bearing, as the case may be. But in today's presentation, we'll center our discussion on compass bearing. Before the invention of compass, maps and GPS was used for navigation and orientation. And to represent this compass bearing, we use the four major cardinal points. So let's look at the four major cardinal points. If we have this Cartesian plane, we have the north, east, south, and west. One of the features of this compass bearing, you can measure it either from the north or from the south in both clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. It means we can say northwest, that's clockwise, and that's anti-clockwise, then northeast, that's clockwise, southeast, anti-clockwise, southwest, clockwise. And again, this cardinal point is very important as far as compass bearing is concerned. The angle between north to east is 90 degree. Very important. The angle between east to south is still 90 degree. Angle between south to west, 90 degree as well. Angle between west to north to west is 90 degree. So around this point, it will be 360 degree. Very important. Okay, so you have to be conversant with it. This is one of the features of compass bearing. You can measure it from the north or from the south, either clockwise or anti-clockwise direction, as the case may be. Let's look at how we can represent this compass bearing. Suppose we have our cardinal point like this: north, east, west, and south. Then I have, let's say, this is A, and I have 60 degree like this. The representation of this A, it means we have the bearing now. This A stands for the bearing of 60 degree north east. Okay, let's say I have another one here. Let's say I have 45 degree here. 45, let's say 45 degree, and this is B. It means B now, the representation of this bearing of B now is 45 degree northwest. 45 degree northwest, that is in between north and west. Or if we say northwest, when you hear the word northwest, it means the angle is 45 degrees. It's in between north and west. It's 45 degree. Okay, very important as far as representation of this compass bearing is concerned. It means you move from the north, you move 60 degree northeast. That's what this means. Move 60 degree northeast. Move 45 degree northwest. And again, under this compass bearing, care must be taken. We have only northeast, southeast, southwest, and northwest. Very important. We don't have east, south. No, we don't have that as far as compass bearing. Or we don't have west, south, or west, north. No, it's wrong. The only representation we have, we can say northeast, southeast, southwest, and northwest as far as compass bearing is concerned. Very important. You can measure it from the north or south as the case may be. In my next video, we'll look at the features of true bearing. Very important. In between this north and east, we can as well have another cardinal point as the case may be. It could be northeast, it could be northeast as the case may be. Depends on the nature of the question. As I said, in my next video, we'll look at the concept of true bearing, which is also known as three-digit bearing. But as far as compass bearing is concerned, this is how we can represent our compass bearing. Let's say, for instance, I have something like this. Let's say I have something like this. Maybe here is 60 degree, and let's say here is C. The bearing of C now will be 60 degree southwest. 60 degree southwest. Very important. We don't read it as west south, rather 60 degree southwest. It means turn 60 degree southwest. Very important. So we can represent it either southeast, southwest, northeast, or northwest, as the case may be. So this is the concept of compass bearing. Thank you for watching. Please do share this to your learned colleagues, and don't forget to subscribe to TJS Maths and Further Maths Adventures for more amazing and interesting videos. Thank you for joining me.